everybody. Welcome back to Playoffs GG. This is episode 3. We're gonna be guessing and going over some NBA playoff games for you for March 29th, 30th?
April 29th.
April.
Yeah.
Right.
Yesterday we had 4 games:
hmm
Celtics, Magic, Pistons, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, and the Nuggets and the Clippers. Ended with Celtics win, Pistons win, Pacers win, and a Nuggets win.
That's right. That's
First game
right.
we're going over is going to be the Celtics and the Magic. Anything to say?
Um, yeah, good game from Jason Tatum. Almost triple double.
hmm
He played great. 35 minutes and 34 or 35 points in 34 minutes. Um, Shot 10 for 6 from the field. Played a pretty good game. The Celtics just played a really good game in general.
Yeah,
I know
Magic were struggling. Paulo had a kind of
you,
off night, only 19 points. France was leading scorer. France was leading scorer, 25 points, but it just wasn't enough.
the Magic were actually winning all of the second quarter and half of the first quarter
Well, third
until
quarter run absolutely killed them. I
yeah
think Celtics outscored them like 34-13 or something like that.
yeah, it was bad. They were up by 34 in the final minutes of the game. So they Celtics played a great second half. Held the Magic to 13 points in the third quarter. So
Well, that's what I said. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's about all for that game. Celtics will advance and play the winner of the Pistons and the Knicks.
what do you got? Pistons Knicks.
Uh,
The Knicks
if
are
the
winning.
Pistons play like they did, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, they'd have to win 2 games in a row. It'll make it 3 in a row, but I
Yeah,
think Knicks can come out with it. Brunson just had an off night. Cade
terrible,
had a
honestly.
very good game leading to Detroit's season staying alive for now. There was 18 lead changes in that game.
It was a good game. Never putting Brunson on my parlay ever again.
Yeah, never. I'm
Never. He's on the ban list. So
A
OG
good
uh,
Anunoby leading the team.
25% shooting from
Yeah,
the
no,
field.
he sucks. He was terrible.
welcome David to the conversation. Um,
Uh, David, I wish they could see your face right now.
David, they probably are. David, who do you have beaten or winning, Pistons or
I
Knicks?
got I got the next one, and Pistons ain't taking 2 more. I think game
Who's we?
6 is
Who's we?
Who's we?
And yeah, winner of uh, that series plays the Celtics. I think we all have Celtics beaten whoever wins. So
Yeah, the Knicks were I think 0-4 against the Celtics this year.
no
And
one's
I know the Knicks like at one point in the season were 0 and whatever they were to top four opponents. Um, so they're a good team, but they're not they're not beating the really good teams. So I don't think I think that'll be honestly a blowout win for the Celtics in that series. Celtics
yeah,
in
and I
five.
think the same thing.
All right. See,
Uh,
what are we doing here? Um,
back to the Pistons though. They the only thing they let in was free throws. But they were 70% from the free throw line, and the Knicks were 60. So I mean,
yeah,
you
great
keep
game
your
from Ausar Thompson. Set his playoff career high. David, your mic did not pick up there. Tobias Harris had a great game, 17 points. And yeah, that's about it for Dennis Schroeder, 14 points. Heat legend, Dennis Schroeder,
the
by the way.
the Knicks were very balanced. I mean,
Oh yeah,
19 for OG, 15 for Josh Hart, 17 for Towns, 13 for Robinson, 17 for Bridges, 16 for Brunson. Yeah, I mean they're
7 more free throws, by the way.
yeah, Brunson sucks. He's on the ban list.
He had an off night.
yeah,
Four
put 20 on them
turnovers.
next time.
Let's talk about a whole team who had an off night. Besides Giannis, the Bucks lost off a
Really?
game winner
Really?
from
Whole
Tyrese
team.
Haliburton.
Um,
What the Haliburton?
Giannis.
Gary
What was
Gary
Giannis'
Trent
stat
Jr.
line?
Gary Trent Jr. needs to get his hands chopped off because he can't catch a ball anyways. So why does he need them?
Yeah, Giannis 30, 13, and 20. 7
Yeah.
turnovers. He was going for that quad double, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Shot well, like always.
He had a great game. Gary Trent Jr. had 33 points, but he dropped the ball in overtime. Gave the ball right
Wall
back
up.
to the Pistons. So
Yeah, I mean, who isn't
Wall
scoring
up with 11
33?
seconds.
Who isn't scoring 33 when you shoot 17 threes,
that's true. He
Who
made 8 of
isn't
them.
scoring 33 when you cost the entire game for the entire team?
Sold the entire game. Now, granted,
It's okay.
Back down 3-1? Probably not, but
Bucks were not coming back.
They might have. They were they had the lead first quarter. They were up by 20.
well, they also sold a 7-point lead with 40 seconds left to go in the game. So
it has not happened in the playoffs since 1998. So,
yeah. But that might be
Wasn't
the
that
last
long
game
ago.
Giannis plays in a Bucks jersey.
27 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
Giannis
we'll talk about
is
that.
out.
Yeah, okay,
Giannis
he's
is
not out.
probably
We'll talk about that after we'll talk about a couple other things. But last game of the night was the Clippers Nuggets. Jamal Murray absolutely gave dome to the Clippers. 43 points.
Interesting word choice, Jamal Murray and Dome.
Yeah, off night from James Harden, of course, because I bet on him. And I think he had 11 points. Nuggets actually never trailed the entire game, and they led by 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they never. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, Kawhi played good. He almost had a triple-double. He had 29 and 11.
Kawhi Leonard has like 5 career triple-doubles too. So
yeah, probably because he has a bunch of stat lines like that.
Yeah, that's probably why. It looks like Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., 1 assist. Jokic, 13, 12, and 10. Not a very good night from him. Even though he got a triple-double, that is an off night for Jokic.
Yeah, normally it's a 40, 20, and 15,
Yeah.
Definitely an off night for Jokic. Russell Westbrook, 21 points off the bench. After the Nuggets had
4 How many minutes did he play?
25.
25.
So, pretty good. 21 and 25.
The Nuggets had 4 bench points in games 3 and 4. And then Russell Westbrook came out and dropped 21 in game 5. So, off the bench. So, I mean, it helps them a lot when they get that kind of production off the bench.
Yeah.
First game 7? Question mark?
Could be.
I
think it'll go 7.
If James Harden plays his role and has a good game tomorrow.
Solid 33.3% from the field from him.
Could tie it up.
Terrible.
But they're also going to have to lock down Jokic for another game, so it's highly unlikely.
Oh, I mean, Harden shot 3 for 9. I feel like as a pretty big star, I mean, shooting just 9 shots is kind of crazy.
Well, he was off.
Yeah, and I mean, even though he is a star, I mean, not much as a star as he used to be, but I mean, we got Kawhi
He's
Leonard.
averaging 40.
Got
yeah,
Norm.
I mean, you had the Kawhi, the Zubac game, 27 points on 73% from the field. Bogdanovich played a big role. He had 18. I feel like Harden just didn't have the ball in his hand as much as he normally does on offense because of those other players stepping up. But, yeah, I mean, Norman Powell, 12 points, 32 minutes. Not used to that, Norman Powell.
Yeah, that's not normal.
I'm used to the Norman Powell. The normal Powell. I'm used to the Norman Powell getting 27.
Norman Powell was actually a candidate for the most improved player of the year around the first half of the season. And that was announced today.
Dyson Daniels.
Great barrier thief. Very well deserved. I think a lot of people thought Cade was going to get it, which I do not agree. Cade was the first overall pick. I don't think they should even be allowed to be the finalists for that. They're supposed to be good. There's no reason they shouldn't have.
I feel like Austin Reeves should have gotten more. more votes than Cade to be on there.
Yeah, but he was pretty good. I mean, he wasn't really good last year, but he has made significant improvements to every stat. Actually, he's improved in every stat. So, Arkansas native Austin Reeves, Cedar Ridge native Austin Reeves.
Hey, big up Cedar Ridge. They winning it all next year.
I hate Cedar Ridge.
Austin Reeves is having a very off night, if I say so myself.
He's had a pretty off series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the game winner against the Timberwolves in game 3, I believe it was.
An easy one.
Game 4, yeah. Corner 3, wide open, basically. Yeah.
He didn't take. He tried to speed it up a little bit. He had 2 more seconds. He probably could have took got it more in the pocket and shot a good shot. But right now he's got 9, shooting 33, and there's 9 minutes left with the Wolves up 2.
Looks like I had a little influence on Hachimura. I bet on him, and he has 20 points. So, yeah.
Normally it's the opposite.
I bet on his rebounds, so.
And he has 1?
2. I bet on his under, so it's hitting, but my bet's already sold. But not much. We'll talk about this more tomorrow, but Warriors and Rockets, there's not much to say. Blowout, not really 15, but it was a blowout. Whole game.
Yeah, the Rockets kind of took pace early. They had 40 points in the first quarter.
In the first quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they never really slowed down from there.
Yeah, they were running a zone, and Warriors just couldn't get any shots to fall. Curry, Butler had an off night, and I think they were just after that they were kind of just resting for Game 6.
Yeah, they didn't play too many minutes. Carter Knox played 18 minutes after not playing a minute in the series. So Curry and Butler only played 23 and 25 each. All the starters for Golden State played 21 to 25 minutes. So,
yeah. So currently, Timberwolves Lakers are Timberwolves up to 84 to 82. Who do we think is going to pull out that game?
Well, all the Bron sexuals out there are praying for LeBron, but not me. Timberwolves in 5. AKA they're winning today. And they'll move on to play the Warriors.
Mr. Roger.
Like Shannon Sharp would say, Minnesota in 5. Lakers.
He was trying
Lakers
to
ain't
cook
taking this
something up, but you couldn't figure it out.
LeBron tried. Shannon Sharp lied. Minnesota in 5.
What's so funny, guys?
Nothing much. Austin Reeves, 28-foot lead-taking bomb.
Wow, Austin Reeves had a bomb. So we'll talk about the Rockets Warriors more and the Timberwolves Lakers more tomorrow. But for tomorrow's games, we kind of already talked about it. But we all have Knicks winning tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I got the Pistons winning tomorrow, but the Knicks will win Game 7. Gotcha. I got both these series going to 7 because the Pistons are at home tomorrow and the Clippers are at home. They're both down 3-2. It's a winner-go-home situation, and I think both those teams will come to play.
And I agree.
Yeah. You think both are going to 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Hey.
I think Knicks are winning tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just going to finish.
You think the Clippers are losing?
Yeah, Clippers are taking them to 7.
Do you think they'll lose, though?
No. Yeah, probably.
So you got Nuggets.
I got Nuggets in 7 and the Knicks in 6.
Okay.
Sounds like what I would say.
So yeah, Nuggets. Winner of the Nuggets Clippers will play the Thunder.
Yeah.
Any upsets we have there? You think? No, Thunder.
No, I don't think so. Well,
yeah.
I mean, if Jokic plays like the MVP, which he is, and they just genuinely can't stop him, there's a chance for the Nuggets. But I don't see a world where they beat the Thunder in 7 games. So,
yeah. Timberwolves, the 2 games tonight actually will play each other. The winner of these 2 series
yep.
Who do we have? Who do we have for that?
Well, after the conclusion of the Rockets game today, it is scary to see, but the Warriors play in San Fran and in Game 6, and I think they'll come through. They haven't lost. They haven't lost at home yet, so I think the Warriors will win that. And like I said, I think the Timberwolves will win tonight. So
who do you think is going to win out of the Warriors Timberwolves? If that's the case,
like we touched on in podcast number 2, go check it out. I think I have the Warriors moving on to the conference finals.
I do agree. I think Curry is kind of Ant's weakness, a shifty guard that can obviously shoot the freaking lights out, but he's been having some off nights, so it's kind of looking scary. But I think Warriors will take it.
Yep. But I think he's having off nights because of the way the Rockets are playing him. Just playing them hard and stiff and illegal.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. So.
I mean, they're pushing all up on him.
Yeah.
What'd you say, David?
They're pushing all up on him.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're digging in him.
You're digging in me.
I think that's it for the games. Let's talk about Giannis.
I don't want to talk about what I got anyway. It's okay. I didn't want to.
No,
what do you want to talk about, David?
No, what do you got? Warriors, Timberwolves.
You know, I'm gonna have to go with the Warriors pulling that out. Honestly, it's not happening. Anthony Edwards to the finals, baby.
To the finals.
My favorite
so
player.
you have him beating the Thunder.
Yep. Him himself. Wow. 40-point bomb against the Thunder in Game 7, and sends them to the finals. Nah, 40. Triple double though.
Anthony Edwards.
40-point triple double. Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
That's a crazy.
Looks like we have a delusional fan over here. Back to what we were saying before we got interrupted by blasphemy. Giannis. Where can we see Giannis going this offseason if he were to get traded, signed, whatever?
You know, if he were to get traded, and it's some like it's
GSW.
It's some Luka bullcrap.
I really hope he goes to the Warriors, man.
If we get 1 first-round pick out of it, I'm a diehard Bucks fan.
He's talking like he's Brook Lopez himself.
Unless Giannis gets traded. Hold on. I just got a notification. Rudy Gobert, 25-20 right now.
Wow.
So I think we found our cover athlete for
0 assists, by the way. He's doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah. Just absolute love of the game.
0 turnovers, by the way.
79% from the field.
Wow. Rudy Gobert, you are a Los Angeles Laker.
Rudy Gobert legacy game. Anyways, if Giannis was to get traded and we don't get like 7 first-round picks, it's just terrible.
So you say you're a diehard, but are you gonna die hard when Giannis leaves? Or are you gonna follow Giannis?
I'm following Giannis, man. I don't care about the Bucks.
Bandwagon. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. No, I'm not.
I'd do the same.
Unless he goes to like the Warriors or the Bulls. That's the only teams I would go, like, be a fan of. But those are the 2 teams that I can see him going to. I can also see him going to the Rockets. Sadly,
I really want
him to go to the Rockets. Yeah, it's been a lot of speculation because they're a young team. They have assets.
Are you speculating that?
No, I've seen some speculation on it. That would be my 3rd guess. If I had 3 guesses, that would be my 3rd.
Well, he's probably not going to Golden State unless Golden State trades away Curry or Curry retires this year.
No. I just flat out disagree with you.
I don't think there's any way that Curry and that's another 2016
I don't think
super
any
team.
person would think that Luka would have gone to the Lakers either.
Yeah.
Well, that was just dumb. So
yeah, you're right. That was dumb.
Touching again on the most improved player award, Dyson Daniels increased every single stat except free throw percentage and plus minus, which is kind of crazy. Points went from 5.8 to 14. Points total went from 354 to 1,073. Assists 2.7 to 4.4. Steals 1.4 to 3. Blocks increased by 4.3. He got 11 more minutes per game. It really wasn't just
4.3 blocks.
No, they increased by 0.3.
Oh, I was about to say he was averaging 4 blocks a game. That's insane.
No.
You know what?
So,
after you read off his improvements in all those categories, it kind of makes sense that he won.
And it wasn't just his because he was a front runner for the defense player of the year too. So, I mean, looking at the stats, it wasn't just the steals or defense that was increasing. It was everything.
Now, how do you feel like if Jalen Johnson didn't get hurt? What is your opinion on if Jalen Johnson doesn't get hurt? How bad do you think his stats? Like, how big do you think his jump is in stats? Anybody?
You said Jalen. Who'd you say?
Jalen Johnson.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
But David, go ahead with what you were saying.
No.
So as David was saying, Jackson, what was the question?
If Jalen Johnson doesn't get injured, do you think Dyson Daniels' stats still improve that much, or what's your opinion on that?
I think they'll probably stay the same. It depends on how the Hawks off season go, and yeah, I mean, Jalen Johnson is having a pretty good averages, but I think Dyson might improve a little here and there, but I don't think it's really going to make any big jumps like it did from the last season to this season. I mean, you got something to say about that?
No, early in the season, the Hawks, before Jalen Johnson got hurt, they were the 5th seed. So I don't really think that would have upheld the whole season, but I feel like the Hawks would have been a much better team if he never got hurt. So
definitely, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, we talked about yesterday's games, today's games, tomorrow's games. Talked about the most improved. Is there anything? Wow. Is there anything? So these series could be. We have both of these series going to 7. Well, I don't. I have the Knicks.
No.
Yeah.
Knicks winning.
Yeah.
Knicks winning. The other game, yeah, it's going to 7.
Sounds good. So looks like Saturday. Saturday, if there's going to be 2 games, we're probably going to do a podcast on that day about talking about the MVP, who we think is the MVP. And
when does that get announced? Do you know?
I'm actually not sure.
I feel like that's normally.
Well, sir, let me look it up.
Okay. If you don't mind, I'll go and look that up.
So it actually gets announced on May 8th.
Which would be next
Friday
week.
would be May 3rd. So we'd be 5 days. Well, Saturday would be May 3rd, I mean. Man. It'll be next Thursday. So we could even do 2 episodes on that. I mean, just whatever you guys, as our comments and our fans want to see. And David has something to show us. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin him on the screen real quick. And David, if you want to come back into the frame, you're actually not pinned. I'm joking, but
hey, David.
No, it's okay.
Speak for me real quick.
And we'll probably do a GOAT debate podcast, a couple of those, because it is not going to be done in one podcast.
Um, yeah, we got some plans. Top tens. Like our all-time top
I did
tens,
want to do one about
current
that.
top tens. Um, GOAT debates, like Ryan said. Um, we got some stuff planned that's
Yeah.
not just talking about playoffs. Um, and this isn't always going to be a basketball podcast either. We're going to talk about some other stuff. You'll just have to wait and see for our future episodes.
Hopefully, we do some live videos sometime
Stand
soon.
up.
And yeah, we will. I think that's going to do it for the episode today. We will be back tomorrow going over more of the Warriors Rockets and the Timberwolves Lakers game. And then talking some, by the time we do that, actually, the Nuggets Clippers will probably be around done. So we'll get some coverage of that too. But I think that's going to do it today. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, hit that
So
subscribe button.
to the 3 people, 4 maybe that made it this far. Appreciate
Shout out
y'all.
Tony Podwaski. Shout
Like
out
hit the like
Ryan
button.
Benedict.
Shout out Jackson Dement.
Yeah, that's going to do it for today.